Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. I have decided to take a trip back into Minecraft. It has been a long time. Granted, I could not tell you how long, because I don't keep track of that kind of thing. But it has been a long time. I got burnt out of Minecraft after 4 to 5 years of pretty much doing nothing but quest packs. And I had a lot of fun with that. And I wanted to get back into that now. And the reason for that is I normally don't pay attention to Direwolf, even though he has been a great help and a great inspiration through a lot of my Minecrafting time. I normally just don't pay attention to his streaming, but this one caught my eye. It is a magic-centric, but not purely magic, questing pack, kind of sort of hard mode skyblock. And I have been looking for a magic-focused mod pack for quite some time that I would actually want to play, because I typically find myself focusing very heavily on the tech whenever I did play in the past. And I wanted to get into some of the magic mods that I didn't normally work with and see how they played. So, what I wanted to do is create a new world. You got to create from template. Now, this is made by R.W. Tema, who is obviously one of the legends, I guess, of the Forgecraft world. Has made at least multiple mods. I don't claim to remember anything because I just have a terrible memory, so I don't know which mods Tema has made, but they are one of the regulars of Forgecraft. There we go. And this is exactly what this will be doing. This will be testing my patience. I cannot guarantee I will ever complete this, because this is my first venture back into Minecraft for quite some time, so who knows? But let's get into it, and we'll get started and see how much progress we can make. I actually have already played through the first couple hours of this just to make sure that it was something I'd be interested in. So I do vaguely know what I'm doing, but it is still baffling to me, so I will pretend to be surprised. But I'm going to at least attempt to take this in the form of tutorialishness, I guess, similar to how I did my Sky Factory 2.5 series. So we'll see how this goes. So you start off with these 3 little platforms and a sealed off end portal. And something flying at my head, which is a book. You get multiple books to start off with. Integrated Dynamics, Tinker's Construct, the One Probe, which I don't think is needed, and Forester's Manual. Now, the One Probe is not needed because you already have it started off in the upper corner there, which I might move at some point because I'm used to it being center. But yeah, you don't need the manual because everything's enabled by default. You also have this book here, which is the instructions, which we'll read. You start off with an acceleration wand, a builder's wand, and a destruction wand, plus translocators, mechanical crafters, and this flux capacitor, which I don't think is needed at the moment, but may be handy at some point. Now, this is an interesting skyblock in that obviously you're not starting with nothing, and what you do start off with is creative flight. You start off with no hunger requirements, and you start off with infinite wood and infinite cobblestone. And I thought that was a very interesting concept to start off a pack with. Because normally you start off with, a block of dirt or something like that, and you have to literally build every resource that you have access to, so you're constantly fighting the system to get enough resources to do things. And this starts you off with quite a bit of stuff, actually. So let's get started reading the book. From Professor Spite, Master of Examinations. You may be surprised to find yourself on a floating platform in the middle of an empty void. I can assure you that it is not the result of one of your many benders, but in fact a serious matter. As I have complained to Headmaster R.W. Tema on many occasions, your behavior at this academy has been distinctly less than impressive. You are constantly late to class, do not take proper notes, and answer back in an undeservedly arrogant tone. If it were up to me, you would have been expelled from Grimboyle's Academy years ago, but for some reason, the other masters seem to want to give you an endless second chances. I can assure you, however, that this is your last chance. You have failed to achieve sufficient academic marks, and it is my right, as Master of Examinations, to demand that you take a makeup test or be expelled. The test I have chosen for you is a very old one, the Ultimate Alchemy Exam. You have been banished to the Void Realm and cannot return until the exam is completed. Nearby, you should find special barrels containing infinite amounts of cobblestone, wood, logs, oak. Your task is to alchemize these cobblestones and oak logs into the rarest and most difficult substance to create, clay. I trust after all the lectures you've slept through that you are aware of the great difficulty of clay alchemy. This exam is an open book, so do make use of Professor Mez's JEI spell for information. In addition, your feet have been blessed with flying spell, and your stomach has been blessed with an anti-hunger charm. I would wish you luck, but surely a wonder child such as yourself has no need for it, so I will simply say, do not be afraid to give up. Yours, Professor Spite, Master of Examinations. Addendum from Headmaster Tema. Don't let old Spitesy get you down. The Ultimate Alchemy exam ain't exactly easy, but it's very doable. Just keep your goal in sight, and you'd be surprised at what can be accomplished. By the way, it ain't part of the exam, but if you really want to show up old Spitesy, see if you can completely automate the entire clay alchemy process. It's something he failed when he took the ultimate test, and I know it bugs him. P.S. I snuck an acceleration wand into the exam chest. Don't tell anyone. So that is the ultimate story behind this mess that you've gotten yourself into. And there's at least one inside joke, and I'm sure there's plenty more, but one of the inside jokes is that I believe it's Tema and a few other of the Forge Crafters have realized that clay is one of the harder resources to get in the world, in the modded world, because almost all of the ways that you can get it are from digging it up. There aren't too terribly many ways to create it from scratch, and this has taken that to the extreme, like to the hardcore extreme. So if we, there we go. So JEI, as you can see, we have lots of resources, and if we go to clay, you will see how terrible it actually is. We have Content Tweaker, a new item created called True Clay. The goal, good luck, hearts, Tema. So this is your actual goal. There is no legitimate clay in the system. And if we try to create this, it is a draconic fusion crafting of Wyvern Tier using one of each of these base materials. They look fairly simple, plus a nether star. By the way, you notice peaceful flight. There is also peaceful mobs, as in no mobs. As in, you can't go and do a mob spawner because no mobs will spawn. So, that being said, there's no way to get another star except for this ungodly looking Thaumic Crucible recipe, which looks to be 2 nether stars, which, by the way, this specific recipe, I don't know how to make, so it is most likely a Thaumic recipe that we haven't unlocked yet, and it requires what looks to be one of each of the Thaumic aspects. And there is a nether star that you have to dump in to get it, which doesn't entirely make sense to me, but I'm sure it will make sense eventually. But ultimately, we have to collect a whole bunch of essences, we have to collect whatever these items are, and yeah, do some alchemy. So, to get started, basically what I did the first time I did this through, just to make sure that I kind of knew what was up, is I took a look at the resources that I've got and tried to see what I can make out of it. So we've got cobble, and to make stuff out of cobble, you can make weapons, stairs, etc. This recipe for pistons is about the same. Everything looks to be about the same. Wood, sticks, lever. So if you start looking at things like, I want to automate something, chances are you're going to need iron, for example. So if we went to look at iron, to get iron, the standard recipes apply, but there is no way to get iron ore except for through an orchid or through casting. So what you've got instead is this lovely recipe right here. A block of compressed cobblestone smelts into iron. And if we look at double compressed, that smelts into obsidian. and I believe triple compressed does not smelt into anything. And then quintuple compressed. Quadruple compressed smelts into bedrock, which is surprisingly breakable, which we'll need, by the way. We'll cover that in a little bit. And then quintuple, sextuple, octuple, etc. Those don't create anything. So we pretty much have to stop at the quintuple range to have stuff that we want. Or is it the quadruple range? Yeah, quadruple range. So we stop at the quadruple range to get what we want. And then another thing that would be very handy. Do we have... We don't have a standard compactor, but we do have a compacting drawer, which is always nice. Compacting drawer, if we wanted that, we needed iron, pistons, smooth stone. So obviously we need to smelt up some compressed cobble. Let's get started on that. One thing we do have in here is a mechanical crafter. And this is... Hey look, I hit the Stone Age. Congratulations, me. Alright, so cobblestone. Take this. Oh, that's right. So this will just automatically craft up to get compressed cobble. So let's get 8 of that and a stack of cobble. We will also throw these slabs off into the distance. Right, no crafting grid. So, we know how to make one of those. That's standard wood. Let's get a stack of wood. I'm going to go ahead and just turn that straight into the Tinker's crafting station. Alright, so we need furnaces. And since we have no shortage of cobble, I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch. Okay. We also need something to smelt stuff with. So let's go ahead and do this. Get just a couple pieces of charcoal. One more. There we go. I'm going to get some charcoal started because we're going to need quite a bit of it for a little while here. There we go. Come on, uno más. And I don't exactly know why I'm being impatient, because I do have this lovely bugger, the acceleration wand. I can make things go as fast as I would like. Alright, so we got one piece of charcoal. I'm going to go ahead and just use that on this compressed. That will get us a quarter stack, half stack of iron, which is pretty good to get started. Now, to make the other part of the compacting drawer, we need redstone. Redstone is made from blocks of redstone, blah, 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 ore, which we're not going to get, and then this lovely recipe. A bowl, an iron pick, and a lever. Basically taking the innate redstone properties of a lever and grinding it down into the redstone that you could potentially get out of it. Lever is made out of sticks and stones, so that's easy enough to get, plus the iron pick that's going to be coming out of this. So let's grab another stack of cobble. Now in here we already have quite a bit of compressed cobble that can easily be smelted into more iron. And these are done, so let's get those going some more. There. There we go. Grab that. Alright, so these will be my friends for a little while, the bowl and the pick. We could do that, which also gives us gravel, and then doing that with gravel gives us sand. So this bowl and pick method is very important for the first part of the game. But what I need is cobble and stick. So I'm going to go ahead and finish making a stack. Oops, I need cobble. That's right. So get a stack of levers, put those in, pull out a stack of redstone. Done and done. Easy enough. Alright, so I'm going to get myself a handful of other things. That didn't. Gimme. There we go. Now the other thing that you can do is you can actually remake these infinite barrels at any time. So I might do that shortly to have some closer by. Okay, so what else do we want to do? This gives me redstone and iron. There's more of that. I might get some more iron started. So let me get 4 stacks of these. No. Let me get... Yeah, that'll do. 1 stack is good, because that will get me a full stack of iron in each of these. So let me grab some of this. There. So that will get me some extra iron going. Okay. Now, if we take a look at this recipe, we do need some smooth stone, so I probably should get more furnaces. Why am I going back over there? I already have cobble in my inventory. More furnaces, please. This is going to be a temporary measure, but it's literally free, so why not? Hooray! Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to smelt a single piece. And then we'll do the next fun step. Okay. Let's grab a bunch of chests. To make the barrel, it's just a ring of chests around the material. And I've got an infinite barrel of creative stone. Awesome. And I might as well do the same thing with wood and cobble. There. Those can be moved around and recreated and whatever, so those can be our source and our starting point for any automation that we want to do. Any automation that requires one of these 3 materials, we can just create a new one of these, and those can be right at the start. Wow, that's lovely. Alright, I don't need it quite yet, but I think I might... let's do a couple chests. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Automation is going to be pretty key, so I think I want to get started on some of those resources. So let's get started with some gravel and then some sand. That means I need another... let's see, that was the last bit. Okay. So what I can do with these then is I can compress those down, and compressed gravel cooks down into tin, and compressed sand cooks down into copper. And as many of you know, that is the basis for a lot of the automation in thermal expansion. So let's get those started. I need 8 more of each of those to get an even stack. So let's do a little bit of that. Okay. That will at least give us a starting point. That's not how that's supposed to work. Okay. How you guys coming along? You're coming along eventually. Coming along eventually. Alright, now what I could do, and what I might do, is get some of this automated. That sounds kind of like a good plan. Because then I can have essentially infinite charcoal, for example, that kind of thing. So we've got some translocators for that. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's make a barrel, a regular old barrel. And I don't remember the recipe for that. Regular old barrel is barrel upgrade next to a chest. So that's going to require iron. That's great. Alternately, I could just use a compacting drawer. And those are my preferred method, so I think I might do that. So let's make some compacting drawers, shall we? I need a bunch of wood. I need a bunch of chests. Which means I need a bunch of drawers. I need a bunch more cobble. Yep, I will need some of that. Okay. Probably grabbed a little bit too much, but that's okay. So if I go with the compacting drawer recipe, if I were to want to make a stack of compacting drawers, which, sure, why the hell not, I would need 2 stacks of pistons, which is 2 stacks of iron and redstone. So I've got some of that down here. And then for redstone, I need another batch of levers. Okay. So 2 stacks of pistons. What am I missing? I am missing... That's not the right button. I want pistons. Pistons. I am missing... regular old wood. Okie dokie. That I can do. Wood. Done. Now I'm missing cobble. Okie dokie. This is the kind of stuff that you definitely want to automate as soon as you can, where possible. I'm probably going to do a lot of it by hand to start off with, so I can get a grasp of what's needed, and then I can get a grasp of what can be automated. So now, I am missing more drawers. So let's get more drawers created. Alright, so this will be that to make up for the 64 that we need, which means we just need a bunch of wood. Sure, why not? I accidentally made 4 more. That's fine. I will probably use those at some point. Alright, so compacting drawer. I'm missing the rest of the iron needed for that, so let me grab that. There we go. See, with infinite items, it's pretty easy to get all that you need to do stuff pretty quickly. And if I wanted to do a compacting drawer, I believe that is very doable. Or not a compacting drawer, a drawer controller. That is very doable. So let's grab a little bit more iron, or redstone. I need 5 more smooth stone. There we go. Drawer controller. All done. So then if we wanted to, we can put drawer controller right down. Let's go here. Let's do on top one. There we go. Alright, so now we can have a whole bunch of drawers to hold all of our materials. And this is something that I typically do for any material that can be automatically compressed. Like redstone, for example, can be automatically compressed into a block of redstone. This makes it so that I can really easily grab redstone or block of redstone. The same thing can be done with cobble, which is exactly what I would want to do to use this as my auto crafter. I pump that's not the right answer. I pump cobble into here. It automatically compresses it too deep. So you've got double compressed right here. And it's very nice. So that can be done pretty quickly here. And in fact, let's do that. Let's do that thing. So let me grab this barrel. Okay. And this barrel can go, let's go right here. No, that's not right. Let's do right here. Okay. So this barrel can go right here. And then item translocator can go right here and here. And that is cobble. That doesn't need to be filtered, does it? There. Now that pretty little translocator will be dumping as much cobble as it possibly can stomach into here. And you can see that number going up very quickly on the side there. We're already up to 250, 300, etc. It's not the fastest means, but it's definitely a good start early game. Now what we can do is we can take a drawer. Let me get on top of this so I can grab it. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Yeah. Okay. That can go there. That can go on top. That will leave them connected. And then here, we do another set of translocators. This we only want to pull out double compressed into here, and that leaves us with double, triple, and quad compressed. Now granted, that is going to pull everything out of here. So what I might end up doing is a second drawer that just holds double. Because this is automatically compressing pretty quickly. Now this is definitely not the prettiest possible setup. So there will be redoing of this eventually, but for right now, this is what it is. Now if we wanted more translocators, what does that cost? So that costs ender shards. Everything else is doable. We've already covered the redstone, iron, piston, chest. So ender shards, that is by doing the standard pick bowl method with pistons. So, easy enough to make a stack of pistons, which means it's easy enough to make a stack of ender shards. Now, if we look at ender shards to see what that opens up for us, that opens up the ability to make extra utilities resonating redstone crystal, which then opens up extra utilities 2 stuff. That opens up ender chests as soon as we can do obsidian and gold. And it opens up item translocators. Plus, it can be smelted down eventually into resonant ender, which can then be used to make other things. So it definitely opens up a lot of stuff. This is how we actually get our pearls. And this is going to be something that will have to be automated for sure, because this makes soggy ender pearls, which then have to be dried on a rack, which take a full minute to do. So this is going to require an array of drying racks automated so that this does not hold us up from doing other things, because obviously pearls are a very important part of crafting a lot of different things. So yeah, that's going to have to be done at some point. But for right now, we've got our automation that has already given us 5 triple compressed cobble. If I wanted to speed this up, I could potentially throw another translocator on the back. And it may or may not be possible. I don't remember if these translocators can accept multiple inputs. Like if I were to put another barrel right here and another translocator, would that feed down into here with the other one? I don't know. Might be worth testing. Because it's not like it costs us a lot to make one of these infinite cobble barrels. In fact, I might make another one just to have it. Let's make another bunch of chests. Another cobble barrel. I do want to try the other translocator just to see, because that would help us speed up the cobble creation process. And let's do that. Can I... There, okay. So that's going to require me going around the back. I keep forgetting I can fly, because I'm not used to that. Hey, what do you know, that works. Which means we can jam another one down here if we wanted. Just to speed up the collection process. Which might be a very good thing. We could also throw another one or another set of them in the back. You know, however we want to get a lot of cobble, we can do that. I love the look of that, by the way. That's just fun to have lying around. And if at any point you need to turn them off, you do that. That's all there is to it. Except for you have to be able to see to turn it back on again. So if, for example, I didn't want any more triple for right now and I wanted to have my double available, I could do that. I do have double available right here though, so I am realizing that I was speaking stupidly, because I was remembering my first attempt at this. I had an array of these set up, and I had them just stacked repeatedly out this way, and they were automatically crafting all out to the max, which then made it so I didn't have any of these available. But I do, so yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and smelt up a bunch of this stuff. How are we for materials? We are just fine for materials. Alright, and we also have our copper that finished. And our tin that finished. Okay. So that's great. I'm gonna do more charcoal. More charcoal is definitely a good answer. And that's the thing that I definitely want to automate soon enough here. So why don't we do that? I honestly don't know how tall I want this drawer setup to be. But we can take our ingots. And we can do, let's do ingots on this side. So we've got iron at face level, tin, and copper. So that then automatically makes nuggets available or blocks available. I love compacting drawers. I really, really, truly love compacting drawers. Okay. I might speed that up a hair. Let's do one more. Just for funsies. Because we have plenty of item translocators to work with. And I did not do this at all in my first attempt. So it's nice to have some automation in place. There we go. That's pretty. Isn't that pretty? And I'm noticing this now is running faster. There we go. And also what I can do is, since I have a whole bunch of compressed cobble in my inventory that I chose not to smelt, I can just double right click and they're out of my inventory, gone. I can do the same thing with the cobble. Now, oak planks do not do anything in here, so it's pointless to have them stored in a compacting drawer, but I could use regular drawers and have some sort of auto-crafting setup to always have wood and sticks available. So I could definitely work on that. But what I think I will do next is a little bit of building, just to have a little bit more space to work with. We do have chisel. Wonderful. What does it take to get a diamond, by the by? Let's see. Blocks, nuggets, conversion, etc. Ore is just the orchid. So I have a feeling that I'm going to have a wicked orchid setup at some point. Because as far as I've seen, all of the ores only have an orchid option. There's no other option to generate ores. So that's fascinating. I've only done one orchid setup and it was not remarkable. So that'll be interesting. What other options do we have? We have smelting of crushed diamonds, which can be acquired through no means that are reasonable. We have this pulverizer, pulverized jukebox, but jukebox requires diamonds, so that doesn't help. Howdy, Jonathan. How are you doing? My day has been just fine. How about yourself? I am not seeing... Ah, there it is. There it is. Arc furnace. So that tells me a lot. I mean, that tells me that we're going to have a bloody arc furnace set up to be able to get diamond. That's fascinating. I love arc furnace, though. It's a nifty setup. And that's going to require compressed coal ball, which is going to require a metal press with a dense coal ball. And that's brick and another setup. Coal ball. Okay. All right, then. A whole bunch of crap. So we're going to have a multi-layer process here. We're going to have arc furnace, which is being fed by 2 different metal presses and auto crafting setups. And this, which is also going to require coal, which I don't know how to get yet. And flint, which is going to require auto crafting gravel setup. So that's fascinating. And then lapis. Lapis, I am aware of how stupid this is. So let's go through the process, shall we? As soon as I find it. There it is. So, fluid transposer or equivalent. I think there's one other machine that can do it. No, just fluid transposer. So the final step in the process to make lapis is diorite, polished diorite, with a fluid transposer pouring in essence of true blue. Essence of true blue is made in a fractioning still from essence of royal blue, which is made in an alchemical imbuer with pulverized gold and essence of very blue, which is made in another fractioning still with essence of blue, with another fractioning still of essence of mildly blue, with another alchemical imbuer using blue pigment, which brings us right back to lapis, but blue pigment can be done through Botania, with essence of slightly blue, with another alchemical imbluer, at this point it is an alchemical imbluer, with more dye and water. So starting with water and something like 8 steps or so to re-blue that liquid over and over again to finally get lapis. That's stupid. But it's kind of lovely stupid. I love it. Well, that does indeed sound like a really shitty day, Jonathan. I am sorry to hear that. And yet you are here watching me play Minecraft. I do appreciate the idea, but I think you have better things to be concerning yourself with right now. I'm gonna have... I don't need to have another cobble. That's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to have some auto crafting set up, methinks. Yeah, let's do some auto crafting. So I need another one of the crafters. So we've got analog crafter, we've got mechanical crafter, we've got electrical crafters, which these are great, by the way, but they... Actually, that's surprisingly easy to make. It's really easy to make. However, it does require power, and I don't have power sources at the moment. That will be something I need to look up pretty quickly here. So let's just start off with the regular old mechanical crafter, which is crafting table and some bricks. Smooth stone, got it. Okay, so let's grab another stack of wood, stack of smooth stone. Let's do 16 of these for now. Well, that's fine. Alright, another thing that I need to look into is making a tinker's smeltery, because I know that that is a requirement for at least a couple of the metals. I know gold is one of them, and that's going to be something I'll need very soon here. So, what I want to do with this auto crafter is have the auto crafter attached to wood and have things like sticks, planks, and chests always available. Maybe even these basic drawers to use for crafting, but I don't think I need them too terribly often, so I can do those manually. So that means I need 3 mechanical crafters against one of these infinite oak wood doohickeys. So maybe let's grab this one. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be... Where is it going to be? I think we can stick with the side method here. So let's have a drawer here, and that's going to have, I don't know, planks. Sure, why not? And then we will have okay, so if we have an auto crafter here, and then translocators, Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jonathan. I am glad I can be here for you in that moment of insanity. Alright, so if we do just that. Now these autocrafters are not fast at all. So these will have to be upgraded at some point, but for right now we at least have auto planks going, which is not a necessity at all, but it is something I do like to have available. Could also do autocrafter up here. So if this one is yeah, it's probably going to require multiple barrels just to have sanity going. Yeah, I probably should do that. Okay. Let's have some sanity to this. It's so much easier to have multiple barrels than it is to try to fit all of this together. The cobble one fit nicely, but I don't think the this thingy is going to work very nicely. So what I want then is sticks and chests. There we go. So to do that, and in fact I might move this setup as well, we will need autocrafters. And we will need more of these wood barrels. So let me make more wood barrels. It's all the way over here. Alright, more chests. More chests! All of the chests. Wood, wood. There we go. I might still have a stack of these item barrels available over here just to have them. And what I'm also going to do, let's grab my builder's wand, make some cobble available. I'm going to flatten out these platforms a little bit because I need more building space. How far out does this go? One more. Alright. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. Flatten platform, and then we can just not do this one, because I don't want to build that one. And then we can just go all the way out this way. Come on. There we go. So that just gives me a little bit of building room. I will definitely need more very soon, I am sure, but this is a good start. Alright, so back here then, I need the barrels, so I'm going to steal this barrel. I'm going to steal this, I'm going to steal that. There we go. So, barrel, barrel, barrel. Alright, so in this barrel, we've got chests. There we go. And in this one, we've got sticks. And then in this one, we've got planks. So chest, stick, plank, chest, stick, plank. bop, bop. All of the items. Okay. So, another thing I want to build, and this is more for fun than anything, because this is not exactly the fastest process in the world. I need to automate the creation of charcoal so that I don't have to worry about always doing this by hand. There we go. Alright. That. Boobity bip. Okay. Alright. Charcoal. I'm going to put you right here for now. Sure. Iron can go in. Alright. There we go. Relatively clean. Relatively clean. Okay. I need another oak wood barrel so I can have one available for myself. And then I also would like another... nah, alright. Oak wood barrel. And then we'll take this stone barrel and put that... Missed. I wussed out last second. There we go. This can go right over here, and then we can have our crafting stuff right there. And then we could do another crafting grid over here. No, I don't want to hide that. No. What am I doing? I don't want to hide that at all. Meh. Nah, I'll never remember that there. But I'll put it there anyway, just for the hell of it. Hockey-dockey. So what do we have? We have 11 quadruple compressed by now, which is not spectacular. Hmm. Because that was a whole nother quadruple right there. So I'm wondering if that setup might actually be faster for certain things. Because I think this method right here just isn't pushing in cobble fast enough. So let's see. Let's see if just putting a crafter here instead fixes that problem. Because this is easy enough to undo. So if we put a crafter doohickey there, and then tell it that we want to make cobble. I did not account for item transition. I did not account for space for item transition. I should do that. We can do that back here. Yeah. Okay. Map. And then map. Okay. So let's then undo this. Let's redo this because it's pretty. Oh shit. I can't look under there. Fine. There we go. It's pretty. It's pretty. Meanwhile, we have this thing ready to go, so I can make another cobble barrel. Because why not have 17 cobble barrels lying around? That seems like a thing. See, that does not seem very fast to me. it's another thing that's speeding it up. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so now we've got da 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 da. We got that. Da 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 boo da meh meh. Da da da. Okay, so now let's automate some charcoal. That can go away. Also, that can go away. I am also out of item translocators. So I think it might be time to make some of that. It's a lot of iron, though. It's a lot of iron. Let's make a stack of pistons. Make more chests. Stack of chests. 3 stacks of oak wood for the stack of cobble, or pistons. Yeah. 4 stacks of cobble for the stack of pistons. We do need more redstone. That's going to require challenges. That, okay. Okay, it's another stack of redstone for piston. But we also need another single stack. Half a stack. Whatever. We'll make more. More is the answer. We need more. More indeed. Let's make... another one of these to get finishing of that stack. Okay. Let's make our stack of pistons. Right. I used some iron. Stack of pistons. I'm going to convert half of those into ender shards. Which is plenty for now. More than plenty, actually. And then I need more iron. Okay, so that gives me a stack of item translocators, which should be plenty for a while, hopefully. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this away there. A couple extra item translocators there, extra drawers in there, extra crafters. The rest I have spots for. That drawer is already full. Well, son of a biscuit. Which is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good that I already have 2,000 plank sticks and chests. But still, that means I can't put my extra items away. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. I'll use them eventually. Alright, so translocators, I've got... Okay, so furnaces. I need to remember how to automate furnaces. Fuel goes in the bottom? Hold up, to the Googles! To the Googles. White, it's all your fault. I've got the hashtag blame White in the title of this because it's all your fault. Okay, let's see. Furnaces. That is too much stupid information. I need real information. Yes, blame White. Totally your fault. Because you've been harassing me to start streaming Minecraft. Okay. White, tell me. Automated furnace. Sided input. Top is top slot. Side is fuel. Bottom's output? I'm thinking. I'm guessing. Because I don't remember. Fine, let's try it. I will leave my wallow furnaces alone. Alright, so charcoal back here. Hope I left myself enough room to do this. Alright, so charcoal, yeah. Furnace can go right here. Yeah, this might have to go a different method. Does it specifically have to be the left side for fuel? Because in that case, that's wonky. Let's grab another one of these. And I do not have... I don't have any more of these drawers available. Why did I make a drawer again? I'm losing my damn mind. That's what I'm doing. I am losing my damn mind. That's not where that's supposed to go at all. Okay, so hopefully this works. Okay, and then I need another wood barrel, which I can do. Huh. Well then. Good thing I put that on the left side. Okay. Stops. So if I do this... That's blocks of charcoal, but sure. Why the fuck not? I should have filtered that to regular old charcoal, but that's okay. Let's filter that to regular old charcoal, shall we? There we go. There we go. There. It's magical. We are automating with the power of rainbows. There we go. It's not exactly a fast setup, but it will do for now. And I can repeat this as many times as I damn well please. So, this is fine. Alright, so now we have automated charcoal. Do-do-do. This pack is fascinating, by the way. I love the concept of just having infinite wood and cobblestone to work with. because then you're less struggling with, you know, the infinite loop of, you know, grow tree, chop down tree, deal with leaves, etc., etc. You're just crafting shit. There is no more mine in this game. This is craft. Yes, craft. All right, so how are we doing? We got 19 quadruple compress, so I think we're doing a little bit faster now than we were before. That's fine. Okay. So what I will do then is I will load up a little bit more on these. Yep, creative flight from the get-go, infinite cobble, infinite wood, and infinite smooth stone. As soon as you create your first smooth stone, you can make an infinite stone barrel, which then leads you with infinite of all of the base materials. Iron is crafted by smelting compacted cobblestone, and then obsidian is from double, I believe. Yeah, obsidian is from double. So let's actually make some obsidian. Let's do that. Now, I also need to... Well, I can't really do this right now, but I need to automate gravel and sand production. But that's not quite as easy as the automations I've just done, because that's the bull iron cobble method, so it's not as pretty. I have not made dirt yet, no. That is definitely a thing I need to do. So otherwise I can do pulverizing, but I don't have pulverizers yet. Yeah. Pretty much need to start with the machines to get things moving. So, how do we make dirt? I forgot. We've got the slag and pulped biomass method, which would be nice eventually. But that's once I get heavy-duty steel production going, so that's going to take a while. So the only way to make dirt that I'm aware of is gravel in a carpenter with liquid dirt. It is a rabbit hole. It really is. So I've already played through the first part of this up to the point of getting golden dirt. So that was more of me just checking to make sure I actually wanted to play this pack first. So liquid dirt with gravel to make dirt. Liquid dirt is made in a still from water of life, which is made in a fermenter with compost, mulch, etc., with gravel and water. So water I actually need to make as well. Now that we mention this, I need to make water, and that is going to be from squeezing logs. So I need a squeezer, which means I need to make most of the forestry machines, which means I need to make a bunch of pistons, I need to make glass, and then I need to make sturdy casing, which is actually a really easy recipe. So let's go down the path of making, you know, a handful of stacks of glass to get started. So let me do that. Yeah, so that, and then we get 4 stacks of glass will be fine for quite some time here. Bowl, boobity boo, joop-a-doo. Okay. Finish off that cobble, and then do the gravel back into sand. Okay, so we've got our 4 stacks of sand to turn into glass. Alright, glass incoming. You may have gotten a new job, you say. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I know what your current job is, so... But congratulations on new job. What is it? Okay, wood slabs, chests, redstone. Can't do that. Need more redstone, actually. So let's do that. Okay. Bowl, redstone, 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 redstone. Redstone. There. That'll do for a while. Oh, sweet. Center stone. Never heard of them, but psychiatric work sounds a good idea. Lordy knows I need it. Okay, so we need slabs. We need slabs. Lots of slabs. How about 22 sturdy casings? Because fuck it, why not? That's pretty much my method of this pack right now, is fuck it, why not? Okay. Fuck it, why not? So, forestry. I need most of the machines, I have come to learn. So let's get into most of the machines. Most of the machines are here. I know I will need a carpenter, a centrifuge, a fermenter. I think I need a moistener. And I know I need a squeezer and a still. Do I need a moistener? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think I need a moistener yet. Okay. So, those 22 sturdy casings are going to go towards making 5 forestry items. That's fine. So what else do I need? I need some tin cans. I don't need the bottler. I'll make a bottler later. I need iron axe. I need some wood. I need glass. I need pistons and stairs. I need stone doohickeys. More pistons, and some redstone. Okay, that's doable. Oh, that's sweet. Always good to have a setup gig. Well, congrats, man. Is that your first job? I need logs. I got logs, right? Did not get logs. I missed. Why am I doing this over here? I forgot to put this damn thing here. Okay. So, we got carpenter. Need crafting table. Carpenter. Did. Centrifuge. I need stairs. Meh. Stairs. Centrifuge. Did. Fermenter. I need gears. I'm missing cobble. That's not supposed to be in there. Gears. Fermenter. Did. Hi, Mackenzie. Yes, actually doing Minecraft on stream. I am doing the Ultimate Alchemy pack that I mentioned. Well, good luck on that, White. Alright, Fermenter did. Squeezer. Squeezer did. And still did. Alright. What does forestry have in terms of producing power? Right, it's got these stupid engines that I hate. Peat fired I can't do because I don't have peat yet. Biogas I can't do because I don't have organic fluids yet. And clockwork is just terrible. I wouldn't even bother. So, we have other options for energy, though. We have, that's not how you spell that. We have sterling, which is Ender IO decorative only. We don't have Ender IO machines. I forgot about that. We do not have any of the Ender IO machines. They are all decorative only, which means this pack is forcing us to use other methods of automation. It's going to be painful. Deep in my heart, painful, but I will do it. Conduits, however, we do have, but they are of a recipe that I can't do yet. The conductive iron can only be made in an induction smelter or in the arc furnace, because the casting recipe there is no alloying recipe to make conductive iron that way. So that's a pain. But still, basically they want you to not do the energy conduits yet, unless the induction smelter is something I can craft soon. Copper, machine frame, tin, iron gear, Invar, I believe has to be gotten through the molten method, which is going to be nickel, and that is going to be done in the fractioning still, of all places, out of iron. So we have to fraction iron into molten nickel before we can make Invar. So fractioning still is a thing I'm going to need, which requires gold, which, by the way, is in the smeltery only, alloyed from molten tin and glowstone slush. So yeah, this pack is batshit, is what it is. So glowstone slush obviously is glowstone, and to make that is the torch bowl pick method. So let's make a bunch of glowstone. I forgot about that one. So torch bowl pick, so I will need stick, charcoal, stick, charcoal, bunches of torch, glowstone, glowstone. And then I need another one. That button and that button. Okay, that'll get me enough glowstone to last me a little while, I hope. Okay, so we now have glowstone, we have iron, we have tin. Probably should make more tin and copper since I only have 32 of each, because I didn't exactly go balls deep on that one. I'm wondering, and maybe since I actually have people here who know Minecraft, since we've got this pick and bowl method, Do any of you know a way to set up auto crafting that will automatically craft with the pick in the bowl with whatever other material I put in? And I think the answer is probably no. Because I could definitely do pick and bowl plus, you know, torch to make glowstone, and do individual crafting recipes for each setup. But it would be nice to have a universal one where I can just dump in source material and get out thing. But I might have to set up individual crafting setups for each of those. Pistons open up Crusher. So I could use the Extra Utilities Crusher and get that started. Extra Utilities Crusher relies on RF, correct? So I could do Extra Utilities machines as well. Furnace, Crusher. Now, furnace, by the way, I do have an electric furnace option. That is brick, and that is actually just smelting gravel. So, in case you're not aware, White and Mackenzie, the ultimate goal of this pack is to craft clay. That's it. Just clay. So obviously they've changed the recipe for clay to brick because you can't have the end goal as something you need right away. But clay is true clay, the goal, and that is done in a draconic infusion with all of this nonsense. So yeah, fun times. And Netherstar, by the way, I still don't know how to craft, because Netherstar is a lovely Thaumic Crucible recipe using one of each aspect. But both the resulting item, which says Netherstar, and the item that you were supposed to put in as the seed, which is Netherstar, neither of these are technically craftable. There's no click recipe. So it's got to be something hidden in Thaumcraft that will unlock eventually. But I don't know for sure. Unless the Netherstar can still come from the Wither. I don't know if that's possible. Because this is peaceful. So there's no monsters. So I don't know if I can technically make a Wither or not. So I am lost at the end game here, but I'm not going to worry about it yet. So I'm just going to wait until we get there, because something will most likely become obvious at some point. Thaumcraft crafting station for each type. I am probably going to need an absurdly large amount at all times, in all honesty. Because I've already automated to have 2,000 of wood, sticks, and chests available at all times. As well as automated the quadruple compressed cobblestone, which I will need. Right, yeah, Tinkers versus Thaumcraft. Yeah, I know TC is a little bit confusing. But even with the Tinker's crafting station, if I were to leave those two in there, as soon as I put in the next material and pull it out again, I'm going to run out of picks pretty quickly. And I don't know if there's a way to automatically keep a single pick in there at all times. Oh, actually, I think you can upgrade the item translocator to do that, but I think that requires diamond. So that's not going to help. I love watching this, by the way. It's just pretty. It's just pretty. Anywho. So we've got this automated. It's not fast, but it is functional. I might do a separate setup. Like maybe a double one on the back of this thing or something. Because I could technically just ring this thing with that. Anywho. Okay. Can I leave anything in any of these? Oh, I can literally just hold shift and mouse over it. Okie dokie, that's fine. The things you learn over time. Alright, so I have all of my forestry machines, but I don't have a source of power for them. So let's go back to looking for generators. We've got extra utilities furnace generator. Now, I don't know how much RF these put out. The coal generator puts out, I think, either 40 or 60 RF per tick. So that's a thing I could do. Actually, Addition's coal generator is the iron casing, which requires black quartz, which requires crushed quartz, which then requires a resonator from extra utilities to turn redstone into crushed quartz. So if I wanted to get started on actual Addition stuff, I can do that, at least the early level stuff. So I might need to make that resonator. Otherwise, we've got immersive petroleum. That ain't gonna happen. We've got integrated dynamics. That ain't gonna happen because crystal mineral stuff is way down the line. RF tools coal generator. We don't have coal. And I don't know how to make coal yet. You could smelt down crushed coal, but that comes from coal, so that's not helpful. Wait, I saw that. No, never mind. I thought I saw charcoal in the fractionator thingy. That's not fine. Haha! Coke oven. Coke oven is the answer. So coke oven is to convert pulverized charcoal into coal. So that's a thing. Fascinating. Now, the coke oven. I remember when I attempted to play this the first time through, since I did play a little bit of it, I attempted to bull rush to make a coke oven, only to realize that I couldn't make the hammer because the hammer requires string to make it. So I couldn't activate the coke oven. And then string is only going to come from immersive hemp, forestry silk wisp, or vines. So that's a thing. I could also do, obviously, wheat crucible, but that ain't going to happen anytime soon. I have looked through most of this, and the easiest and, as far as I'm aware, only method to get string early on is through either industrial hemp or vines. Vines are going to come through pulverizing a sapling. And then saplings, the easiest one is the oak sapling, coming from carpentering a dead bush and water in the carpenter. And dead bush is going to come from carpentering sticks together. So you glue sticks together to make a dead bush, and then you put more water in them, and you turn it into a sapling. So I'm going to need a two-step carpenter process to get that done. I do need water still, by the by. Water is going to be the challenge of the day, and that is the oak wood in the squeezer. So I want to get that done. I want to get water going, because water will be handy to have for certain things, and it's kind of a gate for a lot of different stuff as well. So water, squeezer, I need power, generator. I'm going to go with the coal generator because it's relatively easy, but that does mean that I need to go into extra utilities quick. So I need the resonator, which means I need the resonating redstone crystal, which means I need ender shard, which I've got. All right. Resonator, redstone crystal, let's make one of those. And that's going to require a block of charcoal down here. Resonator. Good. And then I'm going to need the, whatever the hand crank thingy is. This thingy, the manual mill. Another resonating crystal, and then some of this stuff. So let's get... Almost brain farted there for a moment. I need another ender shard. I need me some sticks, which I've got. And I need polished stone, which is bricks. Got it. Polished stone. Okie dokie. I should actually make another one because I'm going to need that in a moment, I think. Okay. And then we need one of these thingies. And then we need to make this thingy. Okay. We got stuff. So this is going to go right there. And this doesn't matter, but it can go right there. I'm going to make 8 of them? Sure, 8 of them. Now, this is something I found out the hard way, that you don't have to sit here and click and hold it. You just right-click it once, and it's hands off. It just does its own thing after that. So, yeah, that's going to sit there. Meanwhile, I'm going to... Oh, I can't tab out. That's unfortunate. I was going to tab out and do something. How far are we? Yeah, we're halfway. We'll just wait a little bit longer. Doesn't take too much time. There, grid power is now stuck at 0, which means it's done. Hooray! Yeah, but I usually don't do extra utilities grid power, because I was really salty when they implemented that, and I've refused to do it ever since. So the only time I've ever used grid power is when someone set up grid power on my behalf and shared it with me. I refuse to use it in any other case, normally. So I'm obviously going to have to use it here. I'm going to have to get used to it. But yes. I was also really salty when they changed the recipe for the angel ring to require the lassoed ghast and bat. Because that just irked me a little bit. Hey. I played modded Minecraft for 5 bloody years. Leave me alone. I needed a damn break. We can make transfer nodes, can't we? We can. I don't really care for transfer nodes, but with enough speed upgrades, they're actually pretty good. And that's going to require a boatload of gold. Hooray. Okay. So, that need for gold, actually, this is not my need for gold, but the need for gold in general is starting up, which means I need to have a smeltery fairly soon here. So, let's get that started. And seared bricks are standard grout, which normally requires clay, but in this case it's just gravel and sand. Easy enough. I'm going to need to make a lot of that. So let's get that started in cooking. So let's clear out inventory here. Okay, that did not help at all. I'll put these machines away for a moment. That'll do for now. Alright, I'm going to make 4 stacks. Yeah. So 4 stacks of the grout. Or, no wait, not 4 stacks of the grout. I need to make... Yeah. Okay, so I need 1 more stack of gravel. There we go. Okay, so this is going to cost me a little bit in picks and sanity, and a little bit of time. That's okay. Alright, so let's get started with the conversion. Okay, so I need 4 stacks of sand then. 1, 2, 3, 3, sir, 3. Alright, and then we make our grout, and a lot of it. There, now we have grout for days. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this cooking up then. I need some of this. There. 8 stacks of seared brick. That'll be fine, right? Now, how do we make lava? Because I'm going to need lava to power this. Let's see. My guess is the squeezer. Nope. Is it really just the magma crucible? It is. It is indeed the magma crucible. Okie dokie. Which is requiring gold. Son of a fart. So I need something else. Right. Bucket of lava. Not lava liquid, but bucket of lava. Is made out of a bucket of lava ingredients. Which is just obsidian and some charcoal jammed into a bucket and cooked up. Sure, why the hell not? Alright, let me do something quick. My mixer has frozen on my monitoring side. Twitch is okay. YouTube is okay. Okie dokie. So, I'm good. I'm glad that I made the obsidian, because I need that now. It's been in my inventory the whole time. So, buckets. This pack does have some serious troll mentality to it. So, yeah. Just bear in mind on that. That's gonna happen. I have a book. I have a lava bucket. Hooray! Okay. How far are we at? We're a little ways into this. That's good. Hey Mackenzie, what's the dimensions of your usual smelter setup? Like your usual early-ish game smelting setup. 3x3 internal and what, like 5 high, something like that? I don't have one. I love them all. No, actually, no, I have none. 4x4 internal and 8 high. That's your starting? I'm trying to determine if I need that. Because I don't know how much ingot I'm smelting. Because a lot of the recipes are more alloying. I will start off with the 4x4 interior and see if I have made enough to do that. I will not do the full... And you usually do a whole row of drains at the bottom, right? I usually do 3x3, and that is only because that used to be the only size that was available for the smelter, and it's a habit. Well, Cowboy of the West, I sure hope that you were kidding on that one, because there's no pony love in this world. Right, drains are this way. This way. And that would be 16 as a row on the bottom, but I don't normally do that many drains. We'll see. I'll probably need to make a bigger one at some point. I don't know how much I actually have. I mean, the answer is I have a lot, because I did do 8 bloody stacks of the grout stuff. Okay, so let's go make our 4x4. This way? Sure, fuck it, that way. Let's go that way. Let's expand out this way. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, that's what you're seeing. Okay. What you're seeing is I am streaming to YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch all at the same time, and I have my chat relaying between the 3 systems. So anytime you see my name first, and then you will see someone else's name after that, that's someone else chatting in one of the other systems. So you're going to see a ton of messages from me, which are actually other people chatting. Alright, this is over here-ish. It's not going to be centered, but that's okay. It is pretty snazzy. I like it. Right, I actually have a pick to work with. Alright, let's see. Trying to determine how I want to build this damn thing. Because I'm not doing recessed at the moment. I could do recessed, but... The YouTube world. 43 quadruple. What does quadruple get me again? Quadruple gets me bedrock. Right, okay. Bart does have the occasional derp moment, so it'd be interesting. I would say check with Blade or Civil, because Civil's already got a form of a derp counter in form of a death counter. So he's got a chatbot set up that accepts like /death or something like that, and it will add death counter to his stream. he's a little bit more in depth with the chatbots and the overlay bot stuff than I am. I should at some point probably get used to that, but you know. Okay. So I don't know why I'm derping at the concept of starting a smeltery. This shouldn't be hard. It really shouldn't be, but it is for whatever reason. I think I do need to make some of the drains though. Hey, Cowboy, thank you for that sub. Appreciate that. Let's do... I think I just need 8 drains to start off with, because if I do 1 on each side, that'll be fine. Or, yeah, 4 on each side. That's what I meant. It also helps if I actually click shit properly. Let's do that. Da-da-bop. Beep. Boop. And bop. Alright, and then we also need to do the back as just regular old bricker things. Brick, 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 brick. Get rid of them. And then front facing, we can do smeltery controller. And then we could do some glassy center stuff. And that's only 3 high, right? Yeah, so let's do 1 more. Okay, and then on the front we need... Right, I need tank. I need to actually make tanks. Which means I need to grab my glass from in here. And these all finished. So let's grab the rest of these. So this pack is called Ultimate Alchemy, and it has a large number of mods in it, actually. So let's see, we've got, let's go A to Z, we've got Actually Editions, we've got Botania, Chisel, a bunch of nonsense libs, Diet Hopper Ding, Draconic Evolution, Ender IO, Ender Storage, Extra Utilities 2, Extreme Reactors. We've got Flux Networks, Forestry. Immersive Engineering, with the Immersive Petroleum add-on. Integrated Dynamics. Iron Chest, JEI, Just Enough Reactors. We've got the lovely Minecraft mod, in case you haven't heard of that one. Not Enough Wands, Redstone Arsenal, Redstone Flux, Refined Storage, RF Tools, got a little bit of SNAD going on there. Steve's Carts 2, which I'm fascinated to see if they changed anything or if they kept it exactly the same, because that one's been in and out of functionality between multiple Minecraft versions, and it's been abandoned multiple times. Storage Drawers, which is one of my favorites. We've got Thaumcraft, Thermodynamics, Expansion, Foundation, etc. Tinker's Construct, Translocators, Yaba, which is another barrel mod, and then that's it. So, a lot. Hey, Bad X Braden, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Have a seat, get comfy. Alright, what windows do I want for Smelty? Seared Gauge is alright. Seared Glass is alright. Let's do Seared Gauge, I think. How many do we need of that? We need 16, 15? 14 for the front. Assuming I need a tank as well. And then I need tank, Like so. That's not right. I missed. That's also not right, because that's supposed to be the tank. There are no mobs. None at all, actually. I know that Minecraft mod, just like, why? Why put it in there? It's so useless. Everyone hates it. But it just kind of makes its way into every single pack. I don't know why. Alright, so, doop-a-doop-a-doop. If you are spending your time pissing off salty kids, then you need to find something more fun to do, because that's not too terribly fun. Alright, put that in place. I probably should put seared bricks on the side of these to give the appearance of pretending. Bad X, this is a mod pack. It is specifically designed to work with all of those mods that are installed. It is one of the joys of modded Minecraft. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And then I happen to have a bucket of lava to go inside. Like so. Hooray! Alrighty, have fun, cowboy. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Okay, that's all that stuff done. And glass can go away. I think I will make a couple more buckets to throw in there. Alright, so I should also get started on making some glass. Not glass, gold. Gold is what I was looking for. So gold is the glowstone slush and tin, which means I do need to start making more tin as well. So let's get that moving. Oh, my poor inventory. Poor inventory. Let's do this for now. Do need to make another one of those. And I'll expand that at a later time. Okay. So, yes, back to doing the thing. Doing the thing with the stuff. So I would like to make 2 stacks of... Yeah, 2 stacks of gravel and 2 stacks of sand. So let's make another couple picks. That'll do. So 2 stacks of sand, and then I need to think 7 more sand. I think is the correct answer to that. So if we do this, there, even stacks. I could even do 1 more, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Then we can do gravel, do the same thing. There we go. Yeah, that goes into the category of a little bit too hard mode for my tastes. Now, granted, this pack could very well go a little bit too hard mode for my tastes. I don't actually know, because it's so new, there's not too terribly much review on it yet. But I'm kind of hoping. Kind of hoping it doesn't go too off the wall. Yeah, this charcoal smelting operation is not fast. So what I think I will do is I think I will double this. Just to double it. It doesn't need to be remarkable. So let's do that. And then I don't know if I'll need other stuff, so let's find out. So this can go here. Yeah, okay. So I need more translocators. That can go there. And that can insert as well. Like so. I cannot reach that. That's unfortunate. Okay. 3 days and 9 hours of auto crafting non-stop to make one tier 6 solar panel. Oh dear. Oh dear. Which solar panel, by the way? The ETAC, the solar panel from the IC2 solar panel add-on. I think there's others. I don't remember. Let's do another infinite oakwood barrel. This is, by the way, the silliest method of attempting to autocraft these things. But you know what? Fuck it. as is my standard method for this pack at the time. Just fuck it. I could potentially do another one right here, which I might do. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. That is absolutely my motto in this pack. And it's nice to be able to have that motto in this pack, because it's really nice to have that that infinite resources on hand to do whatever I want whenever I feel like it. I mean, granted, I'm going to have to set up a lot of automation, but that's fine too. All right, and this one is going to have to go this direction. Ah, you got blocked. You got blocked. Let me look. Hey, hey. I have a regular setup. So if you were to actually stop by more often, you would be on the regular list. And then you would be perfectly safe to post links. Oh, that's the dire crafting table recipe. Oh, that's unpleasant. That is unpleasant. I'm actually going to repost that. Cause ew. Just ew. Ew. You are only here bitching about things I'm not playing. And now that I'm playing this game, we'll see. We'll see. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. There. Now we've tripled our process. You are here indeed. In fact, let's see if I can do this. Nope, not that button. Is it the other way around? No. I have to look it up, because I haven't done that in a while. There, we'll do it that way. Invalid user specified. Oh, that's because I'm spelling your goddamn name wrong. That's why. You are the other kind of white. That is my brain doing automated processes that don't work right. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know these things. Because you're not enough of a regular. That's what I'm going at here. You always hang around Bart and talk to Bart, but every time Bart's streaming, you go with Bart and not me. So, grumble, grumble. You're only barely older than all of us. I am... Fuck. Hold on. Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I am getting close to 37. I had to think about that for a little bit. I stopped caring. Okay, so now that we've got these things finished, we have a little bit more material to work with. Now, if I remember right, it is an ingot of tin and 2 glowstone? No, it's just an ingot and a piece of glowstone to make a single piece of gold. So we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. So let's do half a stack for now. Just a half a stack of gold, and we'll ramp that up later. And then that means that we need 32 glowstone, which is easier to convert into blocks. And the tin ingot probably should... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Glowstone, ingots. It's fine. I probably should be calculating this out so that I have actual pourable blocks. So that means 4 more? 32, 36? Yeah. Yeah. I can sort of math. I can occasionally math. Alright. So we got 1 block of gold. Get that pouring and cooling. And I will definitely have to automate this at some point soon here. I say some point soon. But what I really mean is, like, right now? Can I can open those under here. Awesome. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. Yeah. Hello, you're big gay. Welcome. I don't know if you are my big gay, but you are welcome nonetheless. Alright, are there any... Yeah, there's probably things. Okay. I'm going to make a cast. I am not going to make a cast, because I would rather pour these out. And then I can remelt ingots to have a couple. I don't think I need too many casts at the moment. I don't think there's all that much that I need to cast into ingots or anything like that for a little while here. Especially if I can do it all in block form. Okay. So we have gold. Gold is good. I am going to need to make more tin. And copper, etc. So that's going to be painful. Because if we go with... Oh, for fuck's sake. This tin? Yeah, that tin. 1 compressed gravel makes 4 tin ingots. Compressed gravel is pain in the ass. It's okay. So, compressed gravel. So if I got a pulverizer going, I could start compressing cobble directly. I did not actually go Nova. But what I will tell you is that I am named Twin Minds for a reason. There are twins of me freaking everywhere. So there are frequently people that you will find that look exactly like me. And sometimes sound like me too. So I am everywhere. Let's make ourselves a pulverizer, shall we? I need some flint. Fine. Fine. I'll make some gravel. Okay. And then I will... search for pulverizer so I can make it more easily. So I need that gold. And this gold can go right here. And I need some redstone. What else do I need? I need 8 copper. The other gears. These gears. And then that. And then I need to make this, which means I need tin. I need the glass. Yay, pulverizer. Alright, so I am back to the issue of needing power. Which I did bypass and stop doing. So let's go back to that. Generator. I have sticks. That's good. Just need 1 for now. Actually, let's do a few more. Let's do 4, methinks. And then I need charcoal, and I need cobble. I need more of that. Four coal generators. Okay, now what do we have for power transfer? Because power transfer. Not, well, we do have wireless power transfer, but I don't think that is something I can do anytime soon. Well, what do you fucking know? I can do it. Well, what do you know? Welcome, Minecraft King. Welcome. So this does 80 ARF per tick, 4 blocks range. You know, I never really worked with these. I don't know how good they are. I think the answer is not very with that 80 ARF per tick limit. Also, this requires 4 GP, and these require 4 GP. So I don't feel like building a GP setup right now, so let's not do wireless power transfer. We've got flux duct. That requires glass, redstone, lead. Lead is made out of iron and obsidian. So induction smelter would be the thing, which means I do need to go into Invar, which means I need to go through the painful process of doing that fun stuff. Zip boo doo doo doo. Nickel squeezer. Fractioning still. So fractioning still is also a thing I need. So let's make one of them. Fuck. Damn it. Forgot about this part. Oh, I hated this part. Hated this part so much. You need a single piece of nickel grit or pulverized nickel to start to get the fractioning still. And the problem with that is the only way to get nickel is by pulverizing iron ore with a 10% chance. That is literally the only way to get nickel that I was able to find. There may be a different way, but I wasn't able to find a better way. And that requires making iron ore, which is casting a block of iron onto stone to make iron ore. So it's expensive iron-wise, and since it's a 10% chance, you got to make quite a few of them to have that chance to get that one piece of nickel first. So, that being said, we probably should get started on that process. So, I'm going to put this right here. And I will throw a generator on that for now. Let's get some charcoal going to get some power going. Okay, so I need to start smelting iron. I don't have all that much of it. That was way too much. Let's start with 8. Because 8 should be roughly within the range of a 10% chance. So, it's not going to be great, but it'll do. I also need to turn that off, and I'm actually going to turn it off. Yeah, fuck it. I need to turn that off so I can put this in here so I can pour the metal in. You're chugging away, building up power. Let's also put down the squeezer here and get that water going. And that's going to be 2 oak, I believe, because I need 2 buckets of water to get an infinite source. Alright, where's our bucket of water going to go? I don't really have a good designated place for an infinite source of water at the moment. So how about right over here, I think, for now. That'll do. It'll do. It just needs to exist. It doesn't need to be pretty. We can prettify things later. There we go. Now we've got infinite water. That's all I wanted. In fact, just so that the squeezer isn't constantly burning power, take that down for now. Alright, so we've got 8 blocks of molten iron. Get started with the pouring. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and get these cooking. Just to get some power generated. They'll have some power stored up. Go. That'll do for now. Now, this is going to be a very manual process, and it's going to require pouring these painfully, because I cannot... Actually, now that I have one, I can do it. I will filter only iron ore to go into this chest, so I can then turn that on. No, this button. That way. So once this finishes cooling, it should be able to pull the iron ore out. Yeah, okay. So that's good. I'm going to put that there. Put that there. This should work fine. Okay, and that reminds me of another thing I want. I don't remember what it requires, so let's look it up. I would like a redstone clock. Or 2 of them, to be precise. That requires stone, redstone, torch. That's doable. That's... There we go. And then I also would like levers to run those things. There we go. And then that can go right there. And then this can go right. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so this is just going to keep on pouring then. And then I could automate more if I needed. And this will probably be my setup for a while for automating anything that I need to put a block in. Still going to require doing the first one manually, but that's fine. That's fine. This pack does not have a quest book. It just gives you a beginning storyline and then a make clay as your end goal. There's no quest line. So it's just do it however you damn well please. I think I would kind of like it if there was a quest book to kind of help guide you in the right direction, but this is so the storyline is basically you have been banished to the Void Realm as your final exam or risk being expelled, and the Professor Spite is a dick, and he basically says you're on your own since you haven't been paying attention in class. You get to figure out how to pass this exam, and if you fail, you're expelled. So this whole story is you're on your own. Good fucking luck to you. Take that. Put that and here. I'm going to change this up a little bit. Okay. And I think I may or may not have made a little bit of a misstep with this pack, and basically just gotten myself into a little bit too much that I might not be able to handle. Since there is no quest book, there's no guide, there's no getting you through any of the sticking points trying to figure out what to craft next. This is 112, and this is only my first and a half-ish pack that I've played on 112, and some of the mods have been significantly changed since I've last played them, and the primary one being Thaumcraft. Now I am playing another pack, but it's very early stages of attempting to learn some of those mods that I haven't really played with before. But I literally don't know what the hell I'm doing with Thaumcraft, and that's kind of the end game of this. So I'm going to need to figure that out. And there may be other mods in here that I don't know worth a damn that I'm going to need to figure out. So this could be challenging. Alright, so that's all done. We're on the last one here. Go ahead and throw these in to get those started. Now here is where the acceleration wand can come in handy. Oh, for fuck's sake, I got my first one. I mean, I appreciate it. I like it when my luck does not go against me. So first one, done. Alright, take it. I am going to have to learn Thaum after all, but it's probably going to be a while before I can even get into Thaum. Because if we look at... Okay, so this is how much I don't know Thaumcraft. I don't remember the name of the powder. That's a problem. It is the powder that you start by making the Thaumcraft book. Thaumcraft book is that powder. Salus Mundus is created by smelting lavender quartz, or pulverizing lavender quartz. Is there any other method? Nope. Crushing lavender quartz, which does require having Botania set up with an alchemy catalyst and mana quartz, etc. I don't know if I even know how to make quartz yet, which is a whole different problem altogether. So it's probably going to be a while before I even get into Thaumcraft. So Mackenzie, you and I, we got some work to do to figure out Thaumcraft before I get too far in this pack. Just saying. How the hell do I get quartz? Block of quartz? Nope. Well, this block of quartz. Nope. Nope. Looks like mana infusion with netherrack. So that's going to be fun. Yes, White. I remember your statistics nonsense. That sounds like they're grading on a curve. And that sounds very much like you did better than most of the people in that class comparatively. So if you gave up halfway through, imagine how terribly everyone else did. Alright, netherrack is lava on stone. Okay, that's not too bad. So what does netherrack unlock for us? Compressed netherrack does nothing. Netherrack unlocks the ability to make nether bricks, which is important for the blast furnace. I could potentially get a blast furnace going fairly soon here. I think. White, you need to tell me what the hell happened. Because you tell me that you're good at Thaumcraft, but then you should go around showing those screenshots of you destroying the base. And I don't know if I trust you on that I'm good at Thaumcraft nonsense. So, tell me what happened first off to that nonsense, and then tell me how to fix Taint. Because, yeah, I don't know if I believe you on that one yet. Okay, so if we got an Orchid Ignum going, we could have better access to quartz rather than having to do it the hard way with the mana infusion. So this will be kind of our first access to quartz, and then later we can do the Orchid. So that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that's similar-ish to previous versions of Thaumcraft, but no, I know roughly the idea, this Essentia smeltering, all that stuff. So did you have something automated that then went awry? Because you say it's not your fault. But if you were setting it up, then some of that's your fault. We're at 370 charcoal, so that's going a lot faster than before. That's good. Okay, so that's done. That's done. We only got our one piece of pulverized nickel. It just happened to be the first one. So that 10%, definitely up there. So I'm going to go ahead and I can just keep the pulverized iron for now, I think. Do I need it for anything else? Kind of thinking I don't need it for anything else at the moment. Just smelting and alloys. Okie dokie. Might as well smelt it back down then. So, A, why did you have it dissipating into the air instead of having some sort of automated process to catch all of the essentia that's coming out of that? And B, why? Yeah, so the nether quartz shards I just recently found out about, and I do plan on using that. And we also do have a separate base dedicated to Thaumcraft for that reason. Your tale of warning was enough to scare us away from doing it inside of our own base, so yes. So thank you for fucking that one up really hard to let us know how not to do that in the future. Thank you for that. Alright, I need to make my fractioning still. So let's do that. I need gold gear. I think it was... yeah, copper, and then I need one more gold. 2 redstone. I need tin. I have that. I need glass. I need more glass. Okay. Fractioning still. Fractioning still get. Oh, bullshit. You paved over it. I watched Bart teleport under that nice and clean, pretty paving that you've got, and there's still this massive cave of doom underneath your base. But yes, there is no more taint, so I guess technically... but the bottom line to that is be very careful with your automations. Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, so fractioning still. Why did I need a fractioning still? I obviously need a fractioning stills to make blue. I need fractioning still for trio, naphtha. Right! Molten nickel, molten iron. Right. Forgot about that. Okay, so I need molten iron, and I need to get out molten nickel. So that's going to have to be out. Top can be in. I would like a tank, please. So I need copper, glass. Okay, let's make 2 tanks just for the heck of it. Alright, so we got tanks. Alright, so I need to put in... Right, they're acting as a bucket. I need to put in... I think it's just a 1-to-1, isn't it? 1-to-1, yes. So let's put in a block. 2 blocks. Sure, why not? Let's do 2 blocks, because that's what I got in my inventory. 2 blocks of iron. And actually, now that I think about it, I could do this a different way. I don't necessarily need a tank here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I need a crescent wrench. That is still 10. Okay, so instead I can just put the base in there, and I should be able to auto output the resulting metals. So let's get this as soon as it's ready. I need 1 more of these. And this faucet can go here, and this tank can go right here. We done? We're done! Alright. So we've got... Well, balls. 1 block it is. 1 block it is. Okay, fine. That's what I get for forgetting automation that I set up. That is really stupid. And I don't know if I appreciate some of the changes that they've made to Thaumcraft. I never played the previous version, Thaumcraft 5, I think, which was in Minecraft 1.8, I believe. And I know some of these changes come from that. But I did all of my Thaumcrafting in 4.1 and 4.2, which was in Minecraft 1.7.10. So all of these changes to Thaumcraft are drastic and foreign to me. I literally don't know how to comprehend what's going on with Thaumcraft. Alright, so we have molten iron being fractioned ever so slowly into molten nickel. It should auto output directly into the casting basin. I'm going to go ahead and get this one melted up so we have at least a little bit more nickel to work with. So once this finishes, I want to make sure that it does transfer. Good. It did auto transfer into the casting basin. Perfect. So I could set this up as an automated process, no problem. I could put potentially the fractioning still directly underneath here and just pour out whatever iron I wanted. That's a thing that could happen. Yeah, I see potentials for automating this in the future when I have all the materials I would like. So, yeah. Really? They even killed the silver... That was the entire friggin' purpose of the silverwood trees and the bloom things, the silverwood blooms. Silverleaf? Silverleaf. Like, what the hell is their point now? What the hell are they called now? Fuck, I don't remember. I remember the silverwood saplings. The other flowery thing is called... Shimmerleaf, yes. Was it Shimmerleaf or was it... there was another one. Because Shimmerleaf, I don't think was it. Shimmerleaf was a way to get Quicksilver. There was another flower. And I don't see it anymore, so maybe they actually removed it. Looking kind of like they might have removed it. It had something like pure in its name or something like that. These are going to be fascinating. I don't know how to get these. Because these, like, Preserved Curiosity is normally a random drop from breaking the Amber Ore. I don't even know where Arcane Curiosity comes from. And then we've got... Yeah, they still have the triple meat treat. That was the weirdest addition to Thaumcraft, having the triple meat treat. I don't know why, but it's there. But yeah, there's some things in Thaumcraft that I don't necessarily know how to get. So I'm assuming they've thought of that. And or worked around that. I'm assuming. Hoping. So the V crystals are... Looks like the only way we're going to get the V crystals is by the quartz slivers in the Crucible. Which is interesting, because I'm not entirely sure you can start Thaumcraft without this. No, you can make the Crucible with the Salus Mundus, and you can make other things with Salus Mundus. You can get started with the Crucible without necessarily having knowledge, I believe. Fascinating. Okay, that's gonna be another day. I don't even have the brain for that right now. So this is almost done. We've almost got nickel. I don't remember why I was making nickel, but it's good to have it. Good job. Let's go back to making dirt. I think I want to finish off the night making dirt, because that's probably going to take up the rest of the time. And that's going to be gravel in Carpenter with liquid dirt, which is the still with water of life, and squeezer, no, fermenter, water, gravel, water of life. So we need fermenter, we need still, and we need carpenter. Fermenter, still, and carpenter. Carpenter, fermenter, still. And that was fermenter, carpenter, still in that order. Is that right? Still last. Fermenter. Yeah. So fermenter first, then still, and then carpenter last. Okay. Got it. Fermenter, still, and carpenter. Yeah. Because then we can use the liquid translocator to translocate them liquids. That'll be fine. Fermenter needs to start off with water, I do believe. Yep, and then gravel, and then we also need compost, mulch, or fertilizer. Let's see. Fertilizer ain't gonna happen. Mulch. I don't think we have any fruits to squeeze. And this whole moistener process probably isn't happening. Because we don't have wheat and squeezer. Okay, so that will leave compost, which is leaves. First, then later other things, which means oak saplings, which means carpenter twice. Water and carpenter. Okay, so I need another carpenter because this carpenter is going to have dirt in it. So I need a separate carpenter that's going to have water in it. So let's do another carpenter. I don't remember remember if it needs glass or not, so let's do carpenter. And we need iron, crafting table, logs, glass. Okay. And logs. And then crafting table. I already have I already have planks, but that's okay. So that, carpenter, nah. Okay, so we've got carpenter. Carpenter can go. Here's a question: liquid translocator, can that pull from the world and be a fluid pump? Or is this going to be a hardware situation? Like, if I put this here and did fluid translocator here, and then did something like this. Interesting. Okay, can't put that there. So let's do this instead. That. I think the answer is no, because I can't appear to put the fluid translocator on anything that doesn't have a tank on it. So that's my answer right there, is I can't use it as a infinite water source because it can't be put in the open air like that. Got it. Alright, so that's the answer to that. I don't think I have anything like a pump or anything like that. I do have this one, but that's going to be once I have access to regular power. So let's just bucket this bitch for now. Bucket this bitch is the answer to this. I'm going to go ahead and steal one of these. Alright, so, we need sticks, and lots of them. Go ahead and just do sticks here for now. And stick. And then bucket this bitch. Alright, making dead bushes. Making some dead bushes. Alright, White, thanks for sticking around. I will most likely be at least attempting to stream this to completion. I have no bloody clue how long it will take. I have no clue how long my patience is going to hold out. That's a big key. But yeah, I will most likely be doing this on a regular basis. I just haven't figured out the schedule yet, so. That being said, though, you have yourself a good night, and hopefully you won't miss too terribly much. I'm just going to be making dirt the rest of the night, I think, so. Out of water. That's unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm going to stop this at 18, actually. Actually, let's just do that. Fuck it. Because once I get 18, that will give me 2 compost. I think. No, I need 80. I need 81 dead bushes to make 81 saplings. To turn those 81 saplings into 9 leaves, to then turn those 9 leaves into 1 compost. So yeah, this is going to have to cook for a little while. Which means I can use my acceleration wand. Doobity-doop, boop, boop, boopity-boop. Unfortunately, the acceleration wand can only go so fast because the power transfer limit is in place. Yeah, that's what happened to me with Divine whatchamacallit, whatever that pack is called. it just got so stupid that I just couldn't stomach it anymore. I just couldn't do it. Alright, that's going to have to sit for a little while. Okay, so over here we're going to need gravel, and we're going to need, that's just going to still it, and we're going to need more gravel. So let's go make some more gravel. Let's make a bunch more gravel. Let's make a bunch more gravel. Be nice to have some gravel on hand, I think. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be good to have some gravel. So let's do pick, bowl, cobble. Five? Yeah, five. Five's good. Pick, doop, 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 doop. That's not what I want. Cobble, cobble. I hear something cooking behind me. Oh, that's the charcoal gen. Okay. It's being a little bit derpy there for a minute. Don't mind me. Okay. That is enough gravel for now. I am absolutely going to have to automate this because I do not want to have to keep doing that because that's a pain in the ass. Just royal pain in the ass. So let's do that. That will give me at least some gravel to work with. Okay. And this is also going to need water. So let's start bucketing some of that. We're getting close. I could also do this a different way, but this is fine. Let's do a full tank, why not? Full tank is 3 more. Alright, so all I need is the sticks to be done. And this is starting to look kind of like, probably should have another carpenter. Probably should have another carpenter going. Let's do that. Let's make another carpenter. That is more glass. Another iron axe. Another crafting table. What was I looking for? Yes, the sturdy casings. Logs, right, need logs. Okay, another carpenter. I can go, I don't know, right here for now. Why not? Alright, stack of 64. Dead bush turns into oak saplings. So that's going to take a little while to cook as well. Can't really bother doing the coal gen speed up thing. Maybe I can accelerate this, the coal gen. Does that work? It does. So I can speed up the coal gen to produce more power, and then I can then speed up the carpenters to speed up their processing. That's fine. And then you Zoom, 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 zoom. That's just a pain in the ass. I mean, I like the idea of having the acceleration wand to get you started with the early slow pieces, but I don't think I'd want to do that for very long. Now, I do believe the acceleration wand is craftable relatively easy. Stick, stick, clock. Yeah, so that's really easy to craft. And these can be automated with automated users, I believe. The mechanical users from X Utility. Do we have others? Nope. Just that. Okay. So they can be automated to automatically speed up processes of blocks that are pointed at without me having to sit there and right-click it, which is very nice. I appreciate that. And I will most likely be making use of that. So this can go yaw. That can go yaw. The slow pouring process gets me, and that can be fixed with conduits and whatnot. Rather than using these faucets, you can use conduits, and then those will pour a lot faster. Alright, so that's going to take some time to finish cooking, which is fine, because I don't have any immediate need. And this can go... Sure. There. Okie dokie. We're still waiting on that stuff. So I still need to make the oak leaves, and I still need to make 9 of them. So I still need 81 of these saplings, which is why this whole thing has taken so damn long. Looks like we need to top up on the water. Where are you at? You are halfway. Might as well top up. Alright, so these use different amounts of water. This one, I don't remember. We're at 350 right now. And when it is done, it makes... So it takes 50 water. This one takes 250 water. So that wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Okay. So this is going to be quite a while. Because I can't even speed this up all that much. Due to the power transfer limits. And I think the power transfer limit is on the carpenter side. I don't recall, but I think forestry is kind of under old school mechanics methods where everything's limited to pretty low numbers, unfortunately. So that's going to take a little while to cook. Meanwhile, we've got the fractioning still going on here. Let's see, we've got centrifuge and squeezer. What do we need the centrifuge for? Centrifuge is obviously bee products, and then this is also where we need to centrifuge out the grass block to get our first Botania petals. So that's a thing. Otherwise, I don't honestly believe that we can get bee products. Because there's no crafting recipes for any of these, and if you go into princesses, there's no crafting recipe for even the basic princesses. So my guess is that bees are essentially not a factor in this pack. So any products that I see coming out of bee combs and whatnot in the recipes, I'm pretty much going to have to ignore as things that are not possible. Which is fine. I'm not necessarily eager to do bees, because this doesn't have gendustry in it. Or extra bees or binnies or anything like that, so it looks like they didn't put in anything that would be bee related. So that is not part of the deal, and I'm okay with that. So what do we have for things like leather? That's probably a standard crucible conversion. But since we don't have mobs, rotten flesh is composted netherwort. Okay. How do we get composted netherwort? Or how do we get netherwort to compost? Nether meat transposed into seeds? Okay, let's hold off on that concept for now. Atomic reconstructor for mushrooms, that might be a little bit better. Although mushrooms look like the only option that we have for that are farming them. And nether meat poured out of a casting thing as well. Okay. And a bottler. So it looks like nether meat is one of the things. And it is made by Content Tweaker. Anything made by Content Tweaker was intentionally added to this pack. So we know that they really want that to be used. So nether meat is made by fermenting netherrack with protein soup. Protein soup is made by squeezing out biomash, and biomash is made in the compost from actual additions, and that's through random plant matter. So that will require a farm at some point to automatically create biomash, to automatically create proteins, to create meat, to make netherwort. Fair enough. That's doable. And that really only needs to be a one-time deal. Honestly, it doesn't need to be an automation because once you've got netherwort, you can farm it. So that's fine. I am curious. Netherwort. Okay. Reactant dynamo factor. I mean, it looks like it's standard farmable. Because we got the phytogenic insulator, which generally means that it's a farmable product, so there's nothing stopped there. So we can do a standard darkroom netherwort farm, I suppose. That's probably doable. So these are all things for the future. These are all informational recipes. Okay, so I was hoping that this would just show me this specific informational, which is found randomly by cutting grass. But there's a lot more informational. So we've got this informational is invalid because those 3 crystal recipes is not valid. We don't have meat nuggets. So found randomly by cutting grass. So yeah, all of the standard seed products. We also have cactus found randomly by cutting grass, as well as sugarcane. So as soon as I can get grass out there and get some bone meal, then I will be able to have some of the standard farming products. Same with canola seeds and all that stuff. So this would then unlock the ability to get a little bit better power generation, perhaps. That kind of stuff. These miniature void seeds are how you get the void seeds for Thumbcraft. Player teardrop. A single tear shed by a person feeling deep sadness. Oh, but of course you are far too strong, brave, and tough to ever cry. Although there was that drawing of a one-legged puppy. Aww. I don't know how to get this, honestly. Shed by a person feeling deep sadness. Not a clue. I don't know what it's for, though. It is used in the Empower to make gas tiers, though, so it's going to be important. Okie dokie. It is also used to make paper wealth, which is used to make emeralds. Okie dokie. Alright, sure, why not? Sure, why not? Sweat drenched cloth. Ew. Don't know how to make that either. But it is Content Tweaker, so it's got to exist. Like, they put it in there intentionally. Oh god, this pack. I don't even know. I don't even know. But since Okay, so that's better. Okay, so this is single tear shed by a person, but to actually craft it, you could make purifying bath salts and purify or wash it in water to make it. Yes, for clay. But this is the standard hard mode pack, and I don't know if you've played any hard mode packs before, but the standard hard mode pack is they set some sort of end goal, and a lot of them focus on getting infinite things. So usually there is a way to make, like there would be a way to make the infinite capacity barrel, for example, which looks like that is a thing here, even though making nether stars is a pain in the ass. So like the end goal would be to make infinite something. I know in Project Ozone 2, the goal is to make infinite infinity ingots. So there's an infinity ingot that you have to get infinite of. And then it's just some nonsense to make your way to that point. And it's all nonsense. It really truly is. But it's fascinating nonsense. And I'm okay with at least attempting to try. But the fact that infinite capacity barrel options are available tells me that this process, whatever this process is going to be a fucking nightmare. Like, that's all there is to it. Because anytime you've got an option to make something infinite, whoever made the pack is going to make it hard. I can't even imagine how to automate this, because I don't think you can do it by hand. Because you would have to put in crystals of every type, and you would have to get that crafted, or whatever however you get this. I don't even fucking know. You'd have to get all of these aspects in the crucible, and the seed put in a very short period of time, because they would start to decay. And that's not good when you're trying to make something. So if one of these decayed while you were putting in the other ones, you lost, and you can't make the thing. So I don't know how we would automate this. Not a freaking clue. But we're going to figure that out. At some point eventually, maybe. Maybe. I may lose my sanity and lose my patience long before that. Just putting that out there. It might happen. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So how is all of my favorite cooking things happening? That one's done. That's good. This one's done. That's good. Dude, that one. Alright, so this needs to finish cooking. And put more water in. Do the thing. Okay. So now we need I can't math. I can't math right now. 5, 10, 25? 15. Trying to get to 81. What do you need after a stack of 64 to get to 81? Is that 15? I think it's 15. I don't know. Frickin'. But yeah, that is definitely hard mode Minecraft. There are a lot of hard mode packs. 17? Sure. Well, let's go with that. I'll go with that number because I can't math right now. There are a lot of hard mode packs. There's Project Ozone, the Project Ozone series, which is focused purely on automating large number of crazy amounts of items. Project Ozone uses equivalent exchange to convert diamonds into equivalent exchange points, or really anything, but diamonds are useful, to then convert into any other material that you would like. So you typically would have a chest absorbing as many materials as you can possibly throw into it to tell it what you want to make at any given moment. So that pack is all about the extreme difficulty of getting one item. So, this sapling might be a bitch to create, but at that point, then you can create infinite of them based on your ability to create. And then there is Crash Landing, and then by extension, the spiritual successor, forbidden something. I don't know. It's all about crash landing on a desert world where you literally have no materials and you have to sift materials out of the sand that's beneath your feet. And that pack focuses on sifting to get random chances of certain items. All the while you're dealing with hunger and thirst and mob onslaughts and all that stuff. So there are various modes of hard mode Minecraft, but yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on. I wasn't paying attention. I got 19 instead. You get dead bushes back. That's interesting. I'm okay with that. So we create 2 more. And then we create this to create this. And then we put that in here. And then we are out of juice. Frackin' hell. Alright, let's do this. So this, that, this. Just easier at this point to just do that. Because I don't have power transfer at the moment. Alright, so you are stilling water of life. And then you are going to still it into liquid dirt. You are going to take liquid dirt in. And eventually, once we get enough, that's Tripsy. That's fine, that's fine. And I have watched many a pack rather than suffer through them myself. But I did, as I mentioned, I've played 4 to 5 years of pretty much non-stop packs. So I was always going through some pack or another, usually with Bart and Blade. And we went through Project Ozone, we went through Crash Landing, we went through whatever that Forbidden Forgotten Desert thing, whatever it is, the successor. We went through Age of Engineering. We attempted to do Divine Journey, which was the breaking point for almost all of us. Both myself and Bart took a little bit of a break from Minecraft after that, although he returned a lot quicker than I did. Blade, I don't remember if he took a break or not, but he's definitely slowed down quite a bit. There were just lots of different packs that we played that were all hard mode in different ways. Some of them were focused on survival, some of them were focused on just ridiculous crafting. One that you might like, and I would almost recommend this one, is Material Energy. I think the earliest that you can get is Material Energy 2. I don't know if there ever was Material Energy 1. If it has, it's probably disappeared into the winds. But you remember I told you about in Applied Energistics 2, the spatial cores that you were asking about, the spatial energy cells, where you can store blocks within a space and store those away and then call them back again. Well, Material Energy takes that and essentially turns it into a holodeck. And the idea is that you are stranded on a space station and you've got this giant blank space in the middle of the space station, and you are finding spatial storage cores throughout your various exploits within the system. And each core you put in fills that center space in the space station with a different area to explore. And so you find your first core, you plug it in, you get a new area to explore. You explore that area and you may find another core or some other stuff. And it's more of an exploration and adventure pack than it is a crafting pack. There is still the build-up materials and crafting aspect that is needed, but a lot of it is really focused on the holodeck aspect of it. And I really loved that pack. And I loved a few... I don't remember all of the material energies. I know there's material energy 2, 3, and 4, I think. I think there are some other ones, but they didn't quite do it for me nearly as much. But they focus a lot more on the combat. Fighting your way through those holodecks to survive and get what you need near the top or the bottom or deep in a cave or whatever. But they're definitely fascinating, and I loved playing through those. I really did. Alright, so we're still stilling. Slow as balls to still, but that's fine. That's fine. In fact, the still... Does it still use power? Still uses power, yeah. Okay. So if I right-click this one... Oh man, that's slow. Just getting in the power needed. Ouch. Okay. But we have dirt! We have dirt! Dirt exists! And how do we make grass again? Right. Compost and carpenter. And the compost is going to require dirt and saplings, so I do need more saplings. Although I could technically do the ash method, but it's not nearly as efficient with my dirt. And since dirt is so difficult to get, yeah, that definitely, yeah. Absolutely, I would love to play through those again. I watched one playthrough almost entirely, and then I played it myself, and it's been long enough that I don't remember much. At least I wouldn't remember enough to be useful. So that would be good, because then I can replay it again and experience it again. I will warn you, the first material energy that you can access is Minecraft 1.6.4. Just a warning, it goes way back. It goes deep in the Wayback Machine. So since you're getting dead bushes back, you could keep recycling these. You don't necessarily have to keep making more dead bushes. I'm going to finish it off because why the hell not? I've only got a handful of sticks left in there. But I don't have to keep making more dead bushes. I am fairly positive the first material energy that we can access is in 1.6.4. And I believe the next one after that is 1.7.10. I don't remember after that. And material energy is so old that it's not on Curse. You actually have to find the pack to download it. So that's, yeah, that's how old we're talking here. And I don't know for sure all the details on the first one, if it's truly worth playing. I just remember enjoying it. So, I mean, if you're okay with the Wayback Machine, then great. But otherwise, we could attempt to skip that one and go to the next one. Okay, you're still stilling. You're still dirting. I need more gravel for the whole process. Material Energy, the series, is the only one of its kind. I have never seen anyone else attempt that pack, or a spiritual successor or anything. So the best we could probably accomplish is look for different versions that are available and see which ones would fit us. I really dig the ancient originals, but my thought is that I don't think anyone has actually recreated them. I don't think anyone has attempted. At least I haven't heard of any. So if we can find some, great. But I mean, I'd be fascinated to see if someone has attempted to make a better version, because that would be awesome. But I haven't heard of anything, so I can't say. Maybe we can start asking around the Minecrafty circles to see who's come up with stuff. Okay, so I have dirt. I don't have grass yet. I do need grass. And grass was in just water. Okay, I can do that. So once this finishes, I can convert this to a grass maker. Yeah, it's going to take a while. That's going to take a while. Grab that. I will also need bone meal, of all things. So let's do... Let's make one set of compost for now. Floral fertilizer is that, okay. actually additions fertilizer. That will be a thing later, but I can't get it now. I can't get this now because I don't have appetite. I don't... Energetic infused bone meal. Sure, why not? To get bone meal, I need peat. That's right. I need peat. Shit. So peat is bog earth, which is dirt, sand. Okay, can do that. Get a can, and then I need a bottler. Yeah, let's get a bottler going. How doth we make a bottler? Cans of something. I think they can be blank cans, honestly. Yes, they can be blank cans. So blank cans, bottler, you can go right there, sure, why not? Bottle water. Oh, or that works, you know. Sure, I guess I didn't need a bottler. Fuck it, probably need it later. Yes, now I need to do that. Right, I need sand first. I need sand. That button, that button, that button, sand. And then... that's what I'm looking for. Derp-de-derp. Alright, so bog earth can go right along here. I don't think it needs to be adjacent. Let's find out. It does not need to be adjacent, it just needs to be within a certain space of water. Good. Good, good. Totally forgot about that. And then this is me just using the time accelerator because I'll be damned if I'm waiting for a frickin' bog earth to generate. So I need to get a shovel. I don't have a shovel. Which makes me realize I haven't done anything with the Tinker's tools yet. I don't know if I care to at the moment, so bug it. Regular old shovel it is. I could make an iron ayot. Let's do that. Why the hell not? I haven't made one of those before and actually used it. Sure. Okay, so we got a hoe. We got a pick. We've got a shovel. We've got axe. Sword. Not that one, this one. Yay. Because why the hell not? Hooray, we got peat. So, peat is then going to go into making bone meal? No, right. It's not that recipe. It's this recipe. Yes. Man, how are we doing here? So we're out of the compost here to make more dirt. We're still distilling the water of life into dirt. We have 34 dirt. That's good. I don't think I need any more dirt in the near future, because I've got quite a lot still distilling, and it will eventually cook its way down into dirt, which will give me plenty, I think. So this one is done now. Those can go into here. That can, sure. Let's fill that, right? Alright, and then this recipe needs to turn into this recipe. And let's just make one grass for now. Okay. And then I will make watering can, which is just stone and bowl. Okay. Let's fill up a watering can. And I need to find a place to make a grass area. Ooh, I wonder. I'm going to need to learn on my vanilla mechanics. So I know we're essentially peaceful. There's no monsters spawning, but can critters spawn? And do I need to set up a field for critters to spawn on? That I don't know. So let's do... Let's do just here for now. This will be fine. Back me there. I lost all my dirt. Dirt, please. And let's do wide-ish. Sure, that'll do. That's all my dirt. Let's pick that up later. Okay. Let's get this grass moving. I'm going to need to look up the mechanics of critter spawning and give that a test. I don't remember the exact numbers. All I remember is that the field of grass has to be X number of spaces away from where the player currently is. And I don't remember if that's, 30-something spaces or if that's something else entirely. Why is this stopping? Is that stopping at the light level? I think it is. Or is it just being a dick? It's just being a dick, because it still is moving. It's just stopping. And it may be that the light level is low enough. So let's get some torches going. And that definitely helps speed things along. So definitely light level. This is how limited my vanilla knowledge is not even knowing the light level requirements to grow grass. Pretty sad. There we go. Alright, so now we can do some bone meal. And I wish I had a magnet. Maybe I could make a ring of magnetization. No, because fucking lapis. What about an electromagnet? No, because conductive iron. What about... That's it. Those are all the magnet options I've got. Can't make the Britannia one yet because I don't have a Britannia set up yet. But that will be soon. Quote unquote soon. So what I want to do then is I want to encase this in cobble, so that I don't accidentally drop anything I might be attempting to collect. We're just going to stick with the straight old cobble field. why not? Sure, why not? Alright, that'll be fine. That's just to make sure that nothing drops. So we've already got sugar cane, that's good. And we've got canola seeds, also good. Red orchid, which is going to do us no damn good. Ultimate goal is to get cactus and get we've already got pumpkin, we've got beetroot, we've got regular seeds. I need to also get, I've got canola, which is great because that will be the start of power. I need to get the immersive engineering hemp seed. That's the thing I need to get. Go ahead and dump some of these. Go ahead and dump the excess cobble. This would be where something like a sickle would come in handy. Wait, do I have a sickle? I think I have a sickle, actually. I think it's just sticks and stones. We've got this sickle. Yes. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Ah, there we are. So that's cactus. We've got coffee, we've got rice. The question is, I don't know what else I need to focus on getting. And I'd rather not use all of my bone meal off the bat. Ah, flax. That'll be nice for string. Because string's a dick. Let's do one more. Beetroot, flax, rice. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of repeats here. There's probably a rare one, like maybe the Ender Pearl seed. Extra utilities. It is an extra utilities. Ender Lily seed, yes. Found in dungeon chests only, supposedly. Traditionally, it is a very rare drop from Breaking Grass, but that very well could have been disabled, so who knows? I don't have the Void Seed yet, the miniature Void Seed, but I'm not worried about that yet because I'm not anywhere near Thaumcraft yet. Don't have melon yet. I've got canola, coffee. Do I need melon for anything? Immediately. Squeezer, mana. Not immediately, but soon-ish with Botania. I will need it for the Rune of Summer. Anything with the melon block? You can make a stencil table out of a melon block. That's amusing. I did not know that. It looks kind of like the answer is no. I don't need melon other than Botania, and I can get melon from Botania with the Botania Alchemist, if necessary. So I won't focus on that just yet. But I got the cactus, which is good. I got the sugarcane, which is good. Other than that, I can go back and do that later if needed. Put that away, put that away. Put that away. So how are we at with dirt? We're doing pretty good with dirt. Dirt we can use for, we can make, this is not hummus, this is humus. And I realized at some point in my life that there actually is a different pronunciation for the different items. Hummus is the hippie food, humus is the dirt-related product. I don't know all the details, but yeah, fuck it. I know there's a different pronunciation, that's all I got. Bug earth we can make with water and mulch, that's fine. Okay. Now ash, I don't know if I'm going to need. Bituminous peat, ash blocks needed for the greenhouse block, maybe eventually. So no, I don't think I need to focus on getting ash at the moment. On the first time I attempted to play through this, I did end up going with a huge ass charcoal pile. A single stack of wood piles is 4 stacks of wood logs, and all of those stacked up and burned takes about 2 or 3 days of in-game time, and it comes out with roughly 5 or 6 stacks of charcoal and about a stack and a half of ash. So it's a very efficient way of getting a whole bunch of charcoal at once. So if I do need to ramp up my stock of charcoal, I can do that. But I've got 1,400, so this product has been going pretty well. I'm okay with this. All right, so grass. Let's make some more grass, and that is through compost and dirt. Unfortunately, I don't have silk touch yet to grow grass that way, but that's okay. So that going to need, let's go with 2 more. Make more. I need more saplings. Let's make more grass. You still going? Yeah, you're still going. Alright, so I want to take these and get them spinning in the centrifuge. So let's drop centrifuge, I don't know, right there, fuck, why not? And get them spinning, because that will get me my first Botania flowers. And that could be something that we can start up next time, because it is now late enough that I probably should get close to ending it. Alright, first one through. Purple. Alright. I think it said that there is roughly a 20% chance to get one, but I don't know for sure because it is weird. So if we look at the recipe for this in the centrifuge, it says 20% chance, and that's across all of the flowers. There's 16 flower types, and the grass does go through multiple iterations in the centrifuge before it's done. So from experience, I was getting anywhere from 4 to 6 flower petals per grass block. So, yay, I guess. While that cooks down, I am going to make... let's see, I am going to make... a drawer setup for the flower, or for the petals. This will be my standard petal setup that I usually do, which is an array of those. Oops, this one. And then all of the petals in their appropriate color order, because I'm OCD a little bit like that. Their appropriate color order is in this order right here, which is based on the metadata that you can't actually see. It's usually mystical petal, item number, :1 or :0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. This is the order that they are in, and that's what we're going to do. I do need white before I can start Botania, because you can make Petal Apothecary with any of them, but you do need white to make the pure Daisy, to make the Living Rock and Living Wood, So that's what I have to wait for before I can do Botania. So what do we got for the order? We've got brown going in at the 4th to last slot. That's fine. We've got light blue going at that slot. Gray. Can't do that. Orange, we got. Yeah. We've got magenta going in directly next to that. Pink here. I don't know. Going back to collect more so they don't overflow. Hey, we got white. Great. That's what I was looking for. White is important. Alright. Yellow is directly below white. Lime is directly next to that. And then pink. And then comes gray. Next up we've got cyan, which is... got that one in the wrong spot. That's cyan. And then light blue is over here. And then purple... here? Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to keep on doing this, and actually we can do this through the magical speed up process. Alright. Red. Red goes right before the end. White. Light blue. Green. Yeah. We've got blue and yellow. Alright, so that grass block is done. Almost done, sorry. It's got a little bit more cooking to do. And now it's done. So that was 6 blocks of grass, and we got quite a bit. So that's good. We didn't get all of them, I don't think. This one goes here. Yellow, pink, green goes here. Orange, purple, and that's it. So I am missing black and light gray. Those are the things I'm going to have to get at some point. How are we doing here? Yeah, 4 more grass to do. That'd be fine for me. That should hopefully get us the last 2 colors. If not, we can try to force it through the botanic fertilizer stuff. We can try to force it through that method. That's a whole lot of nothing happening. That is a whole lot of nothing happening. Woo. We went through a lot of cycles of not getting colors. A whole lot more cycles of not getting colors. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I'm gonna let that cook for a little bit with getting extra power, because that ain't happening. Nope, all done. So there is no more petal coming out of that thing, and we did not get all of the colors. So then the other option that we can do, what do we have for colors? Actually, let's just do white. Let's do white, and let's do bone meal, and then we need snippers. Snippers. So then, to propagate more petals, plop them down, right click with bone meal, and these tall flowers do need to be sheared. And then they break down into 4 petals each, so we now have 8. That wasn't the right button. Alright. Shear, 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 shear. Those as well, because I'll need them soonish. Put those away. So these all then turn into 32 petals, and etc. So now what I can do is we can craft up a mortar and pestle. I need a regular old plank. Plank, please. So we've got bowl, block, stick, mortar and pestle. Let's get 4 of those going. Bone meal, and gives us the fertilizer. So this floral fertilizer can then be used to generate more flowers, like so. And then these can be broken down for more petals. Unfortunately, we did not get the colors that we're missing, but that's fine. That's the general theory anyway, and I will probably do more of that later. I don't need all the colors at the moment. I am missing black and light gray. So if we look at black, that is required to make the Narslimus, the Rafflausa, the Dreadthorn, the Vinculotus, and apparently a Dragon Tongue. Sure, why not? And then the light gray is used to make Endoflame. So I do actually need light gray pretty quick here, and the Gormarillus, yeah. And a Shelk-Me-Not, Exoflame, Hopperhawk, Tangleberry, Giulia. I don't know that one. Spectranthium. Okay, so I do need the light gray. Like that's a necessity. So I think I need to go through a couple more rounds of doing these things. So let's grab all these, get them pared down. Don't want to do all of them because that would be silly. Let's do 8. So that's a light gray. Perfect. It would be nice to get a black, but it's not necessary at the moment. But light gray is all I needed. And then light gray goes somewhere. There we go. So that is all of them minus black, which is not necessary at the moment. Another thing I will do before I end it here is I will make a key. So I need gold. And then I need this, which is sticks, and a drawer. I have sticks. Do I have a drawer somewhere? Nope. Okay, let's make a drawer. This is drawer recipe, and then a stick for upgrade recipe, and then doot. Doot for key. And that is important for locking them so that we don't accidentally pull out everything. So as soon as I lock this, all of the drawers are locked. So even if I pull out all of everything, it stays remembering that, so I can just right click and re-enter stuff without having to worry about losing their places. I'm going to go over and lock these two. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, I need to put in some more charcoal. Just to fill up the processes. And then all of these are all gone as well. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. That's fine. Okay. That can go away, that can go away. These can stay. These can stay for now. There's all my various tools and whatnot. I don't need the chest, but that's okay. Alright. So that was a very productive first night of Ultimate Alchemy. Ultimate? Unlimited? Fuck it. Whatever. I forgot what this pack is called. That's fine. Alchemy. Crazy, crazy Alchemy. So I do believe I'm going to at least attempt to continue this pack. Just to see where it leads. It might lead me down the rabbit hole of insanity, which is very possible. But I'm digging it so far. It's forcing me to use mods that I don't normally use. I wouldn't normally use translocators. I've never used the Yabba barrels before. I wouldn't normally use a lot of the machines from Forestry. And I haven't used any of the new thermal expansion machines for the most part. So the fracturing is still new to me. So this version of thermal expansion has added a lot more machinery and a lot more functionality that I'm not used to. And then of course we're going to get into Thaumcraft, which I still don't know yet for this version. I also don't typically use extra utilities grid power, so that's relatively new as well. So this will be interesting. It's got a lot of new mods and a lot of updated mods that I haven't played with before. And I'm looking forward to it. So that will be it for me for the night, though. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows that I might have missed. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.